Welcome to today's Catholic Daily Readings from Christus Dominus Bread of Life. A reading from the book of Sirach. And Elijah the prophet stood up like a fire, and his word burned like a torch. He brought a famine upon them, and those who provoked him in their envy became few, for they could not bear the precepts of the Lord. By the word of the Lord he closed the heavens, and he brought down fire from heaven 3 times. Thus was Elijah magnified in his wonders. And who can glory like you? You were taken up in a whirlwind of fire in a chariot of fiery horses. You were written down in the judgments of the times to come, to pacify the wrath of the Lord, to reconcile the heart of the Father to the Son, and to restore the tribes of Jacob. Blessed are those who saw you and were adorned with your friendship.
Your power come and save us. Let your light break through our night. Lord, make us turn to you. Let us see your face and we shall be saved. Lord, make us turn to you. Let us see your face.
Look down from heaven and see. Visit this vine your right hand planted. God the Son you made strong. Do not let the vineyard fall to ruin.
Lord, make us turn to you. Let us see your face and we shall be saved. Lord, make us turn to you. Let us see your face and we shall be saved.
From fire you raise your prophets.
From darkness you send your saints.
Your flame is not consumed. Your light is not overcome.
Let your help be with the Son of Man, the one your right hand strengthens. Give us life and we will call your name. Do not let us turn away again. Lord, make us turn to you. Let us see your face and we shall be saved. Lord, make us turn to you. Let us see your face and we shall be
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. And as they were descending from the mountain, Jesus instructed them, saying, Tell the vision to no one, until the Son of Man has risen from the dead. And his disciples questioned him, saying, Why then do the scribes say that it is necessary for Elijah to arrive first? But he answered them and said, Elijah indeed is to come and will restore all things. But I say to you that Elijah has already arrived, and they did not recognize him, but they did whatever they wanted to him. So also the Son of Man will suffer from them. Then the disciples understood that he had spoken to them about John the Baptist. Join us for today's reflection. Today the Church celebrates Saint Lucy on one of the darkest days of the year. Her name means light, and for 1700 years she has been burning. At first glance, today's readings seem unconnected to a young martyr from Sicily. Sirach praises Elijah. The Gospel speaks of John the Baptist, but there is a thread running through all three, and it burns with fire. Listen to how Sirach describes Elijah. The prophet arose like a fire, and his word burned like a torch. He shut up the heavens. He brought down fire 3 times. He was taken up in a whirlwind in a chariot with fiery horses. This man was ablaze, and the darkness of his age could not put him out. Think about what that means. Elijah lived in a time when Israel had abandoned God. The king worshipped false gods. The people followed along. The prophets of the Lord were being hunted and killed. Darkness had swallowed everything, and into that darkness walked one man on fire. He did not negotiate. He did not accommodate. He called down fire from heaven and made the darkness flee. Now consider John the Baptist. Jesus says that Elijah has already come, but they did not recognize him. They did to him whatever they pleased. The disciples understood that he was speaking of John. John came in the spirit and power of Elijah. He was a burning lamp. He spoke truth to power. He called out sin in high places, and he paid for it with his head. John could have kept quiet. Herod did not want to kill him. The king was fascinated by John, even afraid of him. All John had to do was stop talking about the king's unlawful marriage, just that one thing. Let it go, pick a different battle. Live to preach another day, but John could not stop burning. The fire does not negotiate, and so they cut off his head. Do you see the pattern? Elijah burned, John burned, and then Lucy burned. She was young, maybe 21. She had given her life to Christ and her dowry to the poor. When a rejected suitor turned her over to the Roman authorities during the worst persecution the church had ever seen, she did not hide. She did not recant. She burned. They tried to drag her away. She would not move. They set fire beneath her. The flames would not touch her. Finally, a sword through her throat. And even then, the ancient accounts say she kept speaking, kept encouraging the Christians watching until she gave up her spirit. Her body could be killed. Her fire could not be extinguished. This is what it means to be filled with the Holy Spirit. You become combustible. You become dangerous to the darkness. You become someone who cannot be ignored, cannot be silenced, cannot be snuffed out even by death itself. The psalm today cries out, "Lord, make us turn to you. Let us see your face and we shall be saved." Do you know what happens when you see the face of God? You catch fire. Moses came down from the mountain with his face blazing. Jesus was transfigured, his face shining like the sun, and everyone who truly encounters that face walks away burning. Elijah saw it, John saw it, Lucy saw it, and they could not be the same. Here is the question for you today. Are you burning, or have you let the fire go out? It is so easy to let it die, to play it safe, to dim yourself so that no one notices you, so that no one is threatened by you, so that you can blend into the comfortable darkness of a world that has forgotten God. We tell ourselves we are being prudent, we are being wise, we are picking our battles. But Lucy did not pick her battles. She gave away everything and stood there blazing until they killed her for it. And 1700 years later, in the darkest time of the year, we still light candles in her name. Think about that. The Roman Empire that tried to extinguish her is dust. The governor who condemned her is forgotten. The suitor who betrayed her does not even have a name that history remembers. But Lucy is still burning. Her fire outlasted the empire that tried to put it out. That is what happens when you let God set you on fire. You become eternal. The darkness throws everything it has at you, and when the smoke clears, you are still standing there, still blazing, and the darkness is the thing that has been consumed. This is the promise of the gospel. This is what Jesus came to bring. "I came to cast fire on the earth," he said, "and how I wish it were already kindled." He is not looking for people who will play it safe. He is looking for people who will burn. The same spirit that set Elijah on fire, that burned in John, that blazed in Lucy, that spirit is available to you right now, today. The question is whether you will let him ignite you. What would it look like to burn today? Not in some dramatic martyrdom, but in your actual life. To speak when silence would be safer. To give when keeping would be easier. to shine when everyone around you is dimming themselves to fit in. Maybe it means telling the truth in a meeting when everyone else is going along with a lie. Maybe it means forgiving someone when bitterness would be easier. Maybe it means getting on your knees tonight and saying, "Lord, I have been playing it safe. I have been protecting this little flame instead of letting you turn it into a blaze. Set me on fire." Lucy was 21 years old. She had nothing but her faith and her fire, and she changed history. What is stopping you? Lord, make us turn to you. Let us see your face. And when we see it, set us on fire.